Hello and welcome to the 12th edition of the Meyer Memos. Today is November 16, 2018. We have a staff meeting on Tuesday, November 20th from 8 o'clock in the Media Center. The agenda is as follows. We're going to do some IXL sharing and discuss our Flex Furniture plan. There is no school on Wednesday, November 21st. I figure everyone knows, but I'd just like to highlight that. Enjoy! Purchasing process. It's important that we're aware of this. We must use the district purchase order system or P-card. In other words, we need to go through Lori. If we go outside this preferred process, you need to get reimbursement through the employee expense report, and that requires an attachment of the original receipt. Here's the kicker. All products must be shipped to the district address, not home. Again, we cannot ship this to our home address. It has to go through the district and come to school. If not, the employee may be responsible for cost of the purchase. If you have any questions, contact Lori. Literacy classroom visit data analysis. Well, we have some glows, and then we're going to talk about some grows. Here's what our glows were overall. We have an increase in student work displays. During small group guided reading instruction, students were applying strategies and engaged in collaborative discussions. Our team has a greater awareness of what we did and did not know during past observations. We also discovered a new approach, adjustment to how we will move forward with our literacy classroom visits. We'll share that later on. Literacy classroom visit data analysis are grows. Balancing the interactions with teacher and peers during whole group instruction. Increase our students' abilities to discuss what they are supposed to learn and how they're expected to demonstrate their learning, and then exploring performance criteria within our learning targets. If anyone is interested in viewing the data or the spreadsheet of all the data, please feel free to give me a holler or let me know, and I will share that with you. We just didn't want to share it as a large group because it can be overwhelming. There's a lot of different things to look at. Early release days, as you know, are November 28th and 29th. From 1:30 to 3:42. A message went out today at 4:30. Classroom teachers, please see JP's email regarding Kids Safari for those 2 days. That is something that's really important because parents may be expecting that those days just roll into normal, but they have to sign up for those specific days. So please look at that email and respond. The reading release day will look like this. Learning target expectation must be posted and visible. Performance criteria, classroom library discussion, and offer Google Doc to have teachers dump their things into it. So we'll talk about these 3 things. Our math early release day, we're going to discuss mathematics instruction. We're going to learn where to access district math resources, review new math assessments and reporting process, explore how to organize formative student benchmark data, ask questions of early implementers, and then time to dive deeper into a math topic of your choice. Guided reading. It's up and running on classrooms. Please prepare for a data day on December 19th. At that time, you're going to have to submit your grade level or your guided reading levels and discuss of all your students. We're going to put a column in that multiple measure sheet that we shared with you, and then you're going to put all your students' guided reading levels in by the 19th. We're going to decide as a team how to determine that. Basically, you decide how you want to do it, but I need you to back it up with records. How do you decide what level they're at guided reading? It's not something that, I just think they're here. We want to have a logic, and you can explain why. So that's the expectation. Classroom discourse. Please continue to use think, pair, share regularly. When you ask a question, no one raises their hands, have them think, pair, share. These are the things that get kids talking, and I've seen it over and over as I walk around. Kids are more confident when they are talking a lot. And continue to use sentence frames. They need those structures to scaffold their thinking. So it may seem like a small thing, but it's very important, and I've seen it as I walk around. I've seen these 2 things work extremely well for the gradual release of responsibility. I observed 2 teachers this week, and it was really fun to watch how they utilized these two techniques, and it was both of them were very successful. Here's an example of sentence frame. The main idea of the text is, I believe this because. Learning supports. Here's some information from the learning supports. Please reach out to Jenny Dervingus with any barriers to your teaching or learning that we need to take a closer look at here at OLI. And then ISST, any student you have a concern over and are going above and beyond with implementing strategy, etc., should be brought to ISST with the new form. We have tried to make it more streamlined so it's more teacher-friendly, because remember, we want to document what we're doing with children, because if they move, or if they are moving up the grade level, or if they're still struggling for multiple years that maybe we need to look at special ed, we need to have that information. It's going to be beneficial for the students. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you, and have another great weekend.